The Texas trooper who hauled Sandra Bland out of her car during a routine traffic stop will be fired. That's according to the Texas Department of Public Safety. Earlier Wednesday, a grand jury charged Brian Encinia with perjury for allegedly lying about how the arrest went down. Dash cam video of a confrontational traffic stop shows the trooper holding a stun gun and threatening Bland, yelling, quote, "I will light you up." She was taken to a jail where she was found dead in her cell 3 days later. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid is in Washington now. So tell me a little bit about what his version of the arrest was and why the grand jury found evidence that he was lying.
In his affidavit, Contessa, he said that he pulled Bland out of her car because it was all part of a routine, safe traffic investigation. But the grand jury wasn't buying it, mostly because of what you see in that dash cam video. He asked her to put out a cigarette. She refuses. He pulls her out of the car. Things escalate very quickly between the two of them. He even threatens to tase her. So the grand jury essentially believes there's enough evidence to charge him with lying in this case. Now, if he is ultimately convicted of those charges, he could face up to a year in prison and a $4,000 fine.
But Paula, no implication here in her death in that jail cell.
Not at this time. The federal grand jury that has, the grand jury that has been assembled in this case has declined to prosecute anyone or charge anyone in connection with her death. That essentially confirms the medical examiner's conclusion that this was a death by suicide. Her family, however, has filed a wrongful death suit, and there have been calls for the Department of Justice to conduct an independent investigation.
And is there any indication that it will?
Now that this grand jury has concluded its work, it is possible that the Department of Justice could potentially decide to open an independent investigation into this case. But at this point, they're just monitoring the investigation from afar.
Paula Reid in Washington. Paula, thank you.